Alright, what's up everybody? Today, I'm gonna talk about everybody's favorite, newest addition to the game ever. Cookiedroid and the pet play block. Woo! Said nobody ever. Wow. What a what a disaster, eh? But what we have to remember, amongst all the negativity that surrounded this particular release, and well, there was no real event for it. There was like a pre-event, I guess, but is that what I think everybody forgot was that it was a collaboration, and because it was a collaboration, then DevSys doesn't have all the say on all its own choices and how to conduct uh, the cookie and the pet and the way they want to release it. And I think as well, we also have to think about who the collaboration was with. This wasn't with the local takeaway shop from down the road. This was the Googles, and I believe they're pretty powerful. So I reached out though. I did reach out for the sake of the video. I reached out. I contacted Dev Sisters and asked them a few questions. So I asked them. I was like, I asked them, was the pre-release the handled by Google? I asked, was the pull rate of 5% contractual agreement with Google, and was there no event surrounding the release of Cookiedroid once it was available on both Android and iOS because of like contractual agreement, or because of the time frame and everything else going on in the game, or something like that. And I love a good complaint, but I thought I shouldn't just complain without, trying to get some facts. However, unfortunately, they got back to me, which was super nice. They didn't just ignore it. So, hey, top support team right there, top people at the devs sisters. And unfortunately, NDA. I think we all saw that coming though, especially with Google. NDA is a non-disclosure agreement, which means that dev sisters can't actually tell the public or anybody else outside a certain circle within the company the contractual agreement that they made with Google for a set number of time. So could be years. I don't know how long Google really keep stum on their contracts that they make, but I'm gonna believe that it was a pretty long time. So I couldn't really get any actual factual information. So everything is just my opinion and other people's opinions all put together. And well, I've got some screenshots of people's opinions. I didn't choose everybody's opinions because of quite a lot of opinions were the same. So it's basically who said what first, and I have asked them if they didn't mind me using their opinion in the video, and I've also asked them if I can include their name. So when they come up, they've all agreed that it's okay. And yeah, so what everybody said, I might not agree with, but hey, that's opinions, isn't it? We're all allowed different opinions, right? Oh no, it's the internet. We're all not allowed. We all have to share one opinion. Ah, oh, damn. Oh, well, rip this video then. I didn't think about that. Oh no. Oh, this is the end. This is my last video because I conflict on opinions. It's been good, guys. It's been good. Oh well, let's go through it anyway. They had that the pre-release, the exclusive to Android, was all part of Google. And why wouldn't it be? You know what I mean? Like, Google and Apple, they're not exactly buddy, are they? Like, you know what I mean? So if Google can like take away some of the business by doing exclusives, yeah, they'll do it. And you know what? I love exclusives. I'm all about exclusives. Whoa! I want more. More exclusives. Yeah. Like the Epic Great Store and Steam. With their an Epic Great Store getting all those exclusives. And people complain, oh no, but they've got all my games on Steam. Good. Stop the monopolies. Yeah. Have at him. So yeah, exclusives. I don't care. I'm all about exclusives. You heard it here first. I don't mind exclusives. Now, the exclusive being that you had to spend a lot of money, however. Ooh, that wasn't good, was it? Yeah, no, that was terrible. In fact, oh no, that was the bad end of the exclusive. Because basically, if you paid into the pay points scheme, to get everything, you were looking at a minimum of 150 US dollars. And that was only because of their play point scheme, which didn't even happen really in America till a bit later. Which was the 5 points for every dollar I think you got. And you needed a certain number of points to get the max out the play block, the Cookiedroid, and get the jelly set. So really, you got scammed. It was a big scam. Like, I got even harder scammed because I live in Japan and I only got 3-1 on my points. So $1 only gave me 3 points. So I got major scammed. But hey ho, in the end though, I didn't actually have to buy a Google kind of thing. I did buy in-game stuff. So in a way, I still supported Dev Sisters, which I'm more than happy to do. Like, I really like them as a company. I think they really do try to encompass everybody, if possible, into an event. And whether they're paying, sometimes pay, or not at all, free to play, I think they always try to encompass everybody. And it's hard. It's hard to balance it. It's super hard. I think, though, what people also forget, though, is that DevSys is a business. It is a business. It has employees. It has people that we see now on Twitter showing how they made these designs for the cookies, all the process that it goes through, the initial design, and how it ends up in the game, and these mad lads making these like land designs and stage designs. These people, they're not paid on goodwill and the likes and happiness of people going, oh, that was really nice, that was really nice, that was top 10. That's not going to pay them at all. So if DevSys has put something behind a paywall, so be it. You know, get off your horse. And I don't know why. I would like to see anybody start a business where they give everything away for free and pay any rent on a building or office space, plus pay their employees, and last more than a week. Nobody is getting that unless they've got some government under the desk funding which allows them to do it. Nobody is surviving. So if there's a paywall, there's a paywall. So be it. I said, I don't care. I said it. Yeah, come at me. I don't care. Good. You know what, Dev Sisters? Stay in business. Be much better if you did. Because if they go under, the game goes under. And then what are you all going to do? Oh, you guys didn't try hard enough. Yeah. No. Because nobody bought anything. Because they gave everything away for free. I think they're really generous. They give enough away for free. I honestly believe. And there is no part of this game which forces you to pay. There's no part of it which says, oh, by the way, if you want to go in Champions League, that's $5. Get on it. Nothing. There's no part of this game which demands a payment. So for them to offer something for a bit of money, you know, to help people, you know, maybe progress quicker, or you know they don't have the time, so you know they want to play the game, but they don't want to like sit there and grind. The option's there. Nobody ever forces anybody to do anything. So if they want to put a cookie behind a paywall, so be it. That's their choice. You know, and it wasn't exactly it was all paywalled, was it? There was a chance to get it, although let's be honest, it wasn't the best chance. And that brings me to the points of the community. Woo! Let's see what we've got. Alright, first up is Derpy Toad. So, considering how we're getting a special pre-release that's exclusive to Android or Google Play, consumers in specific regions for a rather high point cost. True that. It's only fair that we have a Cookiedroid and a pet as a reward in the next update that isn't at the very end of an event prize list. I think at the end of an event would be alright. I mean, as long as the event isn't Cookiedroid associated, like, oh, first mission run with Cookiedroid, oh, you don't have it, ha ha ha, you know, like, not that kind of thing. But I think if you were to build it up, if they were to do like an AI run 2 kind of thing, and one of the prizes was Cookiedroid and one of the pets, like one copy of each, I think that would be perfectly fine at the end of as a final prize. I think that would be okay. As long as as I said, as long as the event's not surrounded by it and you need Cookiedroid to actually complete the event, yeah, I think it would be okay that at the end. Please be generous with the special spirit potions. Yeah, they were a bit stingy, weren't they? On the spirit potions. 2 we got, and you had to max that happiness gauge out at 150 every time, I think, right? Or was it 120? I can't remember. It was a pretty big number though, right? And let's be honest, I'm not gonna complain about that Cookie Land event, but it was whack, wasn't it? It was terrible. I hated it. I literally, like, I'm not gonna complain about that. I can complain about it in another video if you want to hear me complain about that event. But yeah, I have a feeling it's contractual though with Google. I have a feeling Google wants to make money, and when you buy a package through Cookie Run on Android, part of it will go to Dev Sisters and part will go to Google. So in order to Google to get more money, they were like, oh, we're gonna make these special spirit potions. Okay, but you're not allowed to release too many. Oh, okay. How many? 2. Okay. So going off from that, and then they complain about rainbow cubes. Well, I could complain about rainbow cubes as well, but no, this is not the video for it. How else are free-to-play players gonna catch up? That's the age-old argument of free-to-play versus pay-to-play. Free-to-play, you have to have the time. You have to have the time, you have to have the dedication, and you have to have some RNG, unfortunately. Unfortunately, Cookiedroid did become quite of a major player in Breakout, though, so yeah, that's... However, I think, like, unless you're really gunning for, like, the top 1% or anything like that, like, you can still achieve rainbow rank and maybe even, like, top whatever percents they go up in. I reckon you can, like, perhaps even top 10%, maybe, without Cookiedroid. It's going to be a bit harder, but, you know, I've not tried it. I've no idea. But I think, like, it's still possible to get rainbow rank without her, and you can still get a decent amount of crystals, plus get your guaranteed legendary without her. But yeah, if you're try-harding for, like, the big boy, like 3 billion or whatever you can get now in Breakout, then yeah, it's unfortunate in that part, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. Exclusives, woo! You know, good points though, good points. It was a good point all around. Alright, let's have a look at the next one. Alright, next was by Punch Flushed Punch. Hello, thank you for adding special potion. It's the name, right? Good thing that you can now max out the special cookie and pet, and Cookiedroid wanna be released like 1 later globally. Just wait. Yeah, I think that, yeah, it was only a week, and people got so uppity about 1 week. It was just a week. It was not like, oh, this cookie, it's a year. It's an Android exclusive. Permanently. Everybody got it after a week. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. 1 week, that was it. But yeah, the special potions were a good addition. Do you now plan to how to give away how to max special treasures? Example, the Hello Kitty treasures. Do you want to make a special potion to be given to special treasures? They're not really worth it, but what's wrong with maxing it? That's a good point, isn't it? Those treasures were... Oh, at one point, do you remember that the box? The kitty box that used to boost pink bears and yellow bear points? That was a doozy. That got used a lot. And, but yeah. I think that's something that they should consider adding. Maybe in the long run. A way to, like, boost up any special treasures. I mean, as I said, like, they're not really worth it now. They're not really used, but hey, if you've got, look at all your treasure and everything's maxed, apart from you got these 3 yellow treasures that are just not maxed, it's like, oh man, that one's like level 4, that one's level 10, this one's like super close, I needed 1 more copy to max it. So yeah, I think there should be some kind of special treasure potion. I reckon that, yeah, I think that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah, and I did like the addition of special potions. Yeah, they were a bit... Wasn't that many of them given, but yeah, I mean 2. Yeah. I've already said it. I already complained about that though. But yeah, all right. I think that's good though. That's good. That's a good point. It's a good point. Very different as well. It was kind of positive. How positive is that? That's pretty positive. Good job. Good job. All right, and next is Bowser Jr. Plush. Free potions via events. You need 1. You serious? You couldn't let us even craft them or something? Some people want to max more than just Cookiedroid, like, Hello Kitty, I'm Mimi! If you're gonna make potions so pay to win, can you at least make the package worth it? $7 for 5 potions is a ripoff! Now that I think about it, this is worse than the Hello Kitty event. At least there was an event where we could get a few copies. This is just a chance. We learn nothing! It's true. If you compare it to the Hello Kitty event, this one was far worse. But as I said before, I think this was quite Google heavy on the, you're not allowed to do that. You can't do that. Oh no, don't give them away for free. No. The only way they're getting them is if they buy crystals. And because crystals give us money. So yeah. Meanwhile, I think they said free potions because you got 1 from each chapter. So I actually gave 2 in the end. The crafters thing though. The craft them. I think that's a good thing. Maybe they could start putting maybe, I don't know if they have any plans to introduce more special potion packages, but well, I mean, there's normal. I think if they introduce an ingredient, a special ingredient, maybe only rainbow pouches, and with it you need like, I don't know, 2 of those special ingredients plus something else, and you can create like 1 special potion or something, because you still need to create at least 40 to max both cookie and pet. And because we've got now 3 cookies and 3 pets, that is a maximum of 120. So that's a lot of grinding if you wanted to max them out. And so I think that's something that they should consider down the line, is a crafting thing. You'd have to craft them in 10 batches of 10. Just a 1, I think, is perfectly acceptable. And, well, I think so anyway. Don't know, a lot of people argue with me. No, they should be offered in batches of 100. Not 1. 1 is perfectly okay. Maybe 2. But yeah. So I think that's a good point though. Now, potions are pay to win. I wouldn't really call it pay to win. You're not really winning anything. You're paying for the chance to use the cookie, but you're not exactly winning anything. But yeah, it was pay to max. It was pay to max, and a little bit pay to get. I would say win not so much. $7 for 5 potions is a total ripoff. Did you not get crystals with it? I'm pretty sure we got crystals as well. I don't know how many. Probably wasn't many, was it? I think maybe for the first 2 purchases, $7 was kind of okay because you got Cookiedroid, and then you got the pet. After that, you got nothing. You got absolutely nothing. You didn't get any bonuses for like purchasing 5 packages, 10 packages, or all 15 packages. So you got crystals, but perhaps $7 was a bit cheap for 5 potions plus. Wasn't it? I think it was only like 1,000 crystals. So, yeah. Uh, so, I think if they might have done like 1,900, so you could try and like pull a pet. You get a chance to pull one pet key, special pet key, and then it's like you buy the package, plus you get an extra chance to pull the pet key, pet chest, pet egg thing. That could have been alright. So give you like 2,000 or something. Yeah, maybe 1,000 was a bit stingy for $7. But yeah, it's a good point. This is worse than a Hello Kitty event. It is. It was very much worse because there was no event. It was literally just boop, unique character. Get on it. How? Just get it from the chest, guys. Just open them up and just get it. It's not hard. Just use all the crystals. I don't have any crystals. Why don't you have any crystals? Because I spent them all on Apple yesterday. Well, just get some more. I can't. I'm free to play. Well, it's only here for a month. Chop chop. Oh. Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm hopefully they'll be able to re-release it later on. Once the NDA is passed, hopefully they'll be able to like bring Cookiedroid back or incorporate her into an event or something, so people can get her that didn't get her. So, but yeah, it's a good point. Some good points. Alright, next is SeagullHo, who wrote an absolute essay. Still have to do it in a couple, probably 2 halves. I'm amazed a few weeks ago people were freaking out due to the first time a special cookie was introduced to kiddies, as the event was a disaster as well. Never gonna let that go. When Cookiedroid was first introduced, there was an immediate wall due to the play point system. Players had no control over this and therefore were already at disadvantage simply based on where they lived on Earth. Unfortunately, regardless of regions and chunks of the player base were unable to participate, it was still thought to be a good idea to release her anyway, even though pre-release was 100% unnecessary. Yeah, pre-release exclusive was unnecessary, but as I said before, I feel it was very Google. It looks like Google, they wanted to make Android users have, wow, look at us, we are better, we have this chance, we have this system, we can get all these things before everyone else. The fact that they region locked it, that was a bit of a dick move, I think. Yeah, the region lock was probably the biggest cook of all the pre-release. If they would have like globally pre-released it on Android and play points everywhere and for all Android users, that was fair enough. As I said, I'm not against exclusives, I'm not against pre-releases. I think they're a good way for to undermine the competition, stuff like that. So yeah, the way they released it though, is the region lock wasn't great, was it? It could have been a lot better, but I think it was all Google. Yeah, I said it again. On top of that, Cookiedroid was in strictly Cookie Run packages with 500 play points, equivalent to $100 of Cookie Run products, including your pet 250 play points. Both of them were worth $150 total. That's right, they were. It was out. Yeah, I kind of covered the whole breakout thing before, so I'm not going to go through it again. But yeah, I think Trophy Race, she had a certain window in trophies, like maybe from like maybe the earlier lands, but land 9 she had like up until maybe like 10,000, if that, and then as soon as people started getting like 390 and above, she was useless in Trophy Race. But Breakout, yeah, she did definitely make a splash. But I wonder what her score difference was compared to the cookie she replaced. Like, let's say Cookiedroid gets 350 million. What was the cookie she replaced getting? Like, what's the score difference between them? That's something I think we need to consider as well. But well, yeah, I guess either way she does outperform the predecessor. But yeah, hey ho. Uh, yeah, that's collabs for you, isn't it? Alright, and then carrying on, the only way to achieve Cookiedroid at all is to spend something. Hello Kitty event also gave players something to do in the meantime, something to grind towards with new maps, effects, and levels. Cookiedroid sits in the package shop and gacha with a 5% chance of receiving the pet or cookie. With the Hello Kitty event, if we didn't get the kitties, we were granted some form of cashback, kitty coins, so we at least got something. 7k, 70k, 29k, 100k crystals, and people are getting nothing. Literally nothing. Getting 100. Oh, it was 120 stars. In the event, gives you one spirit potion that you can't use unless Cookiedroid or their pet are already unlocked. Ironically, this happens to be a very difficult and grindy event, and for one spirit potion that might be useless anyway. Yay! Yeah. The 5% thing, I wonder. I don't know. What's that contract? All I can think about is that somehow Google just wanted to try and claw more money. So to do it, they just kind of created this play point system, then collaborated with all these different apps that were like top in their certain category. And then thought, oh, if we do this, then you can do this. And then what they presented was good. It looked good. Oh, look, you can do this. You can introduce this new character. And oh, look, but here are contractual agreements. And then it's like, oh, maybe these aren't so bad. And then you put it into practice, and it's a load of dog shit. And yeah, everybody hates it. Yeah, the percent chance was pretty bad. The 5%. I didn't pull during the Cookiedroid event because I did all my pulls for Apple the day before. So yeah, that was would have been interesting though if I would have waited, and then we would have seen from let's see, I would have done like 7 pulls. I think about 6 or 7 pulls I probably would have done for each cookie and pet. I wonder how many copies I would have got. Maybe none. But yeah, if people 100,000 crystals and people getting nothing, that's bad. That's bad. Personally, if they could have fixed it, or it was a dev sister choice at 5%, it was definitely too low. My idea would be a declining sliding percent scale. So the initial, if it's got a no event, if it's got an event, I think a 5% pull chance is perfectly fine if there's a dedicated event which allows you to get at least one copy of each. But if there's not, I think a sliding percent scale would work really well. So for example, cookie comes out, oh, no event for this, guys, it's crystals, so pay up with those crystals. So the first time it says on the chest, it says 20%. There's a 20% chance to get it. You know, your first copy. You open up the chest. Ta-da! You've got your first copy with a 20% chance. Good job. And then that moves down. It then slides down. The scale goes down. So then your next copy could be, I don't know, something like 15%, or maybe even just 10% straight down. And then it goes down again to like 7% after the third copy, and then once you've got your third copy at 7%, then it drops down to 5, and then it stays at 5 for every copy from 4 onwards. That would be my plan. Or you do something like the Hello Kitty thing, where you have a dedicated chest and egg for that special cookie of the that's being released. So perhaps if there's no event, you have that 5% chance is fixed as it is. But what happens is as you spend crystals, it fills up a mileage kind of point. You can call it special points. This special points then is used once the bar is full. Then you can open up the chest and you'll get a guaranteed copy of the cookie. If you open up the special pet egg thing, you'll get a guaranteed copy of it. So every time you spend crystals on the cookie or the pet, you're going to fill the bar. And then it is your choice as the player. Just like with mileage points, they don't the mileage points don't differentiate between cookie and pet. The mileage points are there, and you can free to choose. So it'd be something like that. So, oh, well done, you've now got 5,000 special points. You can now choose whether you want to buy a cookie or you want to buy a pet or something like that. I don't know how many. 5,000 was just an example, but I think something like that could have worked as well if DevSisters was in charge of the percent chance. And I don't know if I think the fact that we only had a month to get it, maybe not that long, probably more time needed. I think they could have kept Cookiedroid on as a constant 5%, providing it wasn't contractual to say, oh, this is only for a month. I think they should bring it back. If not, they should just leave it in the chest as a constant 5%. So every event, like Jujubee just came out, during your pulls for Jujubee, you might go, ba-dang, Cookiedroid, woo! You know, there's always a chance to get it, and I think that would be good, because then there's no... the trial is still there. Hello Kitty trial disappeared with the Hello Kitty event. Cookiedroid is now no longer obtainable, but the Cookiedroid event, the Cookiedroid trial still remains. It's kind of like a ha ha ha, you didn't get me, or a ho ho ho, yeah, you only got me one copy, so now you can't even complete the event to diamond. No rewards for you. And I think it's just kind of an insult. So either make a tab at the top, special cookie tab, and just leave it in there so people won't see it. They'll see special cookies, but they can probably just ignore it. Yeah. So I think, yeah, so I think leaving it as a constant 5% would be good, with no time limit. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, 100,000 crystals, or people are spending. Whew, that's a bad boy right there. Oh dear. But yeah. Whew. All right, let's move on. Alright, next up is Mole. And, oh, the top bit is not relevant. Starting from paragraph 2. As for the negatives, I have sunk in about 85,000 crystals, all I had in total, to try and get Cookiedroid and the pet, only to get Droid in the end. I got their pet after one more pull, thankfully. Ah, goddamn. So yeah, just like SeagullHo said, 100,000. That's pretty much 100,000. 85. I believe the 5% chance might be a bit too brutal for players like me. Considering how expensive multiple chest pulls can be and how many copies of special needs to get maxed, I cannot say the same for newer players who actually have a reason to open chests without wasting crystals, as they still get cookies they otherwise need to level up. Good point. Good point. I had not thought about that. Yeah. Newer players who still will open chests regardless of whether there's a new cookie or not, to upgrade their cookies that are currently available and to upgrade cookies they already have, will have not necessarily advantage over it, but they have the technical thing of they can't lose kind of thing. They will always get something that they need, in a way, something to help them advance in the game. Whereas, yeah, I guess if you maxed everything and the only thing you're chasing is a 5% chance cookie or pet, then you're paying crystals just for coins, and coins are probably the least worries out of everything. And one more thing, please, and I stress this, please handle or give an exact heads up on when or how special cookies like Droid are introduced better in the future. I'm okay with Android players getting them a week early. Woo, testify! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Molly supports the exclusives. Whoa, exclusive gang. But people like me had already spent 30,000 on getting Apple Cookie in their pet, only to feel a sort of ticked when finding Cookiedroid comes out the next day, but with a low chance coming from gacha pulls, which people like me had already sunk our currency on the day before. No special chests for them like with Hello Kitty, but only low rate from regular chests. Yeah, I think the timing, like, although it doesn't seem bad, like, oh, Apple Cookie came out on the 29th, and then Cookiedroid was the 30th, you could save. You could have waited. You could have waited. And you're like, okay, that Cookiedroid's coming tomorrow. Let's wait, see what happens. But I think a lot of people were probably thinking there was going to be something like Hello Kitty. There was gonna be a dedicated event. There was gonna be a dedicated chest. You were gonna have to collect Google coins or something like that, and in game, and then we just have to open these chests. So people just pulled for Apple because new cookie got to pull on the day, and yeah, because you want to get it, straight away, and so yeah, so I think a day apart, could have waited, but I don't think anybody's going to be waiting unless you were on holiday on the 29th. I can't play this game until tomorrow, and then it gets released like, look at that, lucky. But yeah, it's that was unfortunate, right? The day. As I said, I think they should have pushed Apple to the 30th to release them both together, and to show, look, guys, hands are tied here. We can only give you a 5% pull chance, but we released Apple today, so you have a big reason to open all the chests today and get Apple Cookie, maybe, and super maybe you might get Cookiedroid, but probably not, because we only gave you 5% chance. Is it over yet? Nope, we're moving on to my Discord now. Wow, look at that, 45 minutes of me chatting nonsense. If you've actually listened to all of this, you're MVP. I love you. Alright, so from my Discord, Derpy Toad again, a 5% pull rate in my opinion seemed a little low. Something slightly higher, like 7.5% would be better, especially since only Android users and selected regions could participate in the promotional offer. It grants a better chance of actually winning and still restricts enough of the profit off the associated packages. Fair point, good point, well made. Also, mole in the official server, I saw that already. Yeah. Oh, we covered that already. But yeah, if they could have done, I think a slightly higher at like 7 probably would have been good. If it's only sticking around for like the 1 month, but we don't know how much control they had in the choice. But yeah, it's a good point. Well made. Move on. Let's go through this. Next up was JustOwnIt, pros and cons. What a guy! Actually did some positives for Cookiedroid. Of course, just in my opinion. So, pros are getting Cookiedroid flexing rates. I don't really know. I could really call it flexing, but alright Cookie, fun to run with, easy to get if you have the play points. Yeah. I think the thing people are like really annoyed about, like with the play points and like region lot, is that how many people out there would have actually given money has been playing so free to play that you wouldn't buy the special potion packages as opposed to buying above and beyond and paying double for the play points? How many people out there were planning to go, I'm going to sink $150 into this, but not in my region, and then it comes out and you're like, I'm not paying $70. That's outrageous. How many people were willing to sink double the money in if they had play points? Oh well. Cons, hard to get, 5% chance for getting her from a special chest that costs, that's drains your crystals, good point. Agree with Derpy Toad, good point. Fact that it's restricted to a few regions. What I think we should do is make the percent higher for people who don't have access to play points, but you may argue it's unfair to people who have play points. I don't think they can change it, go, this region has a 20% chance to pull it, this region only has a 5% because you guys have got play points, better pay up. I don't think that would really work so well. I think you can obtain Droid over and over with play points. You can just keep buying it over and over. There is not a limit to amount of copies you can buy with the play points. It just costs double the amount as waiting for the packages for the special potion package. But yeah. Alright, good points. And nicely included some pros. Good job. Alright, next up, Squire's FrenchMinion wrote a bit of an essay. So, book, nicely set out, first of all, the pull rate, the cookie's stupidly expensive. If you get her every time for 20 times in a row, it'll cost you 60 38,900 crystals, and for a pet 39,900 crystals. So in total, a minimum to spend is 100,000 and 100,800 crystals. Yeah, maths checks out. It's good to get both of them maxed, and if only you get them every single time you pull out the chest and an egg. And on top of that, 5% chance to pull her like that is just stupid. Yes, I think to max her through chests fully was, yeah, it was incredibly expensive. Yeah, it was pretty much an outrageous amount there. I never actually thought about it in terms like that, but yeah, when you put it like that, yeah, nearly 101,000 crystals. That with a guaranteed pull rate, if there was a guaranteed pull rate, yeah. All right, yeah, that was a bit of a doozy. I mean, you could say you got 2 special potions, so you could save yourself like 5,800 crystals. But yeah, it's still pretty outrageous. Wow. Okay. Their experience. I honestly feel like I was doing the costume gacha. I'm not going to compare the 5% Cookiedroid to the merely 0.18% and 0.3% to get super epic and epic costume. It just feels like the same. That's because it is. It's because it is. I hate costume gacha so much. I'm not going to complain about it though. It's better to buy with play points to max than buying with crystals. Then buying crystals with real money. That's true, but to get the play points, you'll have to buy the crystals. That was the stupidest thing about it. You couldn't just go on the Google site and just buy play points. They didn't have an offer which is like 100 play points for $10. It was buy stuff in game, so you had to buy in-game resources, then to get the play points. Yeah, it was crazy. So you would probably end up spending or not buying 100,000 crystals to get enough play points to buy the cookie with play points. Yeah. So I spent 30,000 crystals in chest to get 0 Cookiedroid, but only 26 Unicorn. Even though 3 out of 10 epic cookies was him, and we have more chances to get him. So literally spent 30,000 crystals to get pretty much nothing. Yes. Rip. At the end of the club was a good idea, but in game it was very bad and even useless. I'm not starting to with flexing get it max like, okay, you spent 1 billion crystals in the game and you bought it with real money, but okay, it's just useless because this highly means you're high level in the game already. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like especially newer players, they probably were not too bothered by it. If they got it, they got it. But yeah, I think late game people were more the ones that were going pretty much gung-ho on it. Let's see what else they said. Pay to win? No, but actually yes, but not really. Let's go back in time before Cookiedroid was available in chests. I have an alt account which is low level and I was in land 4-2, and every trophy race I was doing I found people using Cookiedroid and their score were way too high, which is actually pay to win since the only way to get her is to buy with play points, so actual money. Now that she's found in chests, I still see people using her, but the score were the same to the same people that had it around max level. High level doesn't score much, but low level she's pretty good. Yeah, I think trophy race wise she wasn't amazing. She could win land 9, but you had to be low trophy count. I'm talking like the 9,500 region. Once you start getting above 10,000, she came pretty much useless. Like then you were needing 400 million plus, and she can't get 400 million. I'm aware of anyway. So yeah, there was a small middle ground in land 9 where Cookiedroid was useful, but yeah, overall she wasn't really that useful. Yeah, improve it. Well, there are a ton of ways to improve it, like putting a new probability to get out of the chest to around 15% or higher. Bit high, unless you were thinking about a sliding scale like me, but a 50% all the time, probably a bit high, I think. Or the possibility so that newer low players cannot buy her out of the play points until their escape level is around 35. That could work, but I feel like then because it was a Google collaboration and Google could be risking losing money, and they're not gonna risk doing that, so I don't think that would have worked. And because like play points aren't a dev sisters thing, they're not a cookie run thing. play points are in loads of games. So it is a Google thing, so I don't think they would do that kind of thing, or allow a game to restrict people, that kind of thing, because you can actually get coupons to save very high air quotes right there and save money. You can get coupons to have like money off, but yeah, they're not really worth it too much. But yeah, some good points. Some good points. All right, Finest report was that all people mentioned this, but 5% rate was insanely hard. Events almost overspent all my crystals, or I could, but I still can't get her. 5% means you're horribly unlucky like myself. And to get her to 20th chest, yeah, if they would have done like a guaranteed, if you would have actually done open 20 chests, if you open 20 chests, you are guaranteed to pull the cookie. Then yeah, that could have, I guess, been a bit of an incentive, but yeah, it was still pretty low. The amount of crystals spent, I actually maxed out Apple, which came out at the same time as Droid. Don't really understand the exclusivity of this cookie and why does it have to be so hard to get without actual money. P.S. Good points kind of passed me by since I didn't have the opportunity to use the cookie. Got her pet though, that means something, I guess. I really like the idea of the collabs. I love the Hello Kitty event. Woo! You love the Hello Kitty event. Me too. I loved it as well. Yeah! I've got a Tomodachi right here. Even if I didn't max both the cookies pets, but then they were at least possible to get them by completing tasks. They weren't extremely easy, and you had to level up both cookies to complete some of them, but at least it was possible. Honestly, a great team behind the game. They hear the plays out and adjust stuff. Not everything is perfect yet, but I really like the character and the stories, and the fact that the company actually listens to people instead of forcing everything and having players just roll with the punches. Yeah, it's true. Like, people, like, the amount of good things that they put into the game, and the amount of good like events and things they design, and people just can't let go of one bad thing or a couple bad things, and it's just people just love. I mean, I'm the same. I love complaining about stuff, but I also can see like, maybe not everything was their fault. It's like, oh well, okay, maybe they done goofed on this collaboration thing. They're not too good at collaboration events, but they've released a lot of good stuff as well, and people just kind of overlook it and just like to complain about everything else. But hey, the Jujubee thing's quite good. You got free copies and stuff just for opening the event. I mean, that's good, right? They're trying to help out and stuff. So give them time. Not everybody's perfect. Not every company's perfect, but they're trying. They're goddamn hardest. Good job, Dev Sisters. Good job. But yeah, no event. But I think that's just, as I've said it countless times, I think that was more of a Google thing than it was a Dev Sister thing. So I think Dev Sisters would have made some kind of event, even if it was only a really short one, to get at least one copy of each. Is my honest belief. I think that's what they would have done. But yeah, a nice bit of positivity right there. Good job. Not too sure if this is the total length of the video, but at this point of recording, I'm at nearly an hour. So if you have watched this and it is still an hour, you're a beautiful person. So Cookie Fresh 99, Cookiedroid is the same like Minnie and Hello Kitty, but she is a little more easy than getting Hello Kitty. People open special chests and spend gems, crystals, and buy package equals play points equals Cookiedroid. Yeah, I guess there was more of a guarantee, like, for that. I guess you didn't have to buy one particular package to get Cookiedroid if you had play points. If you didn't, then you did. But yeah, the option was there. It was provided you were in that region and you had play points, that you didn't have to buy a specific package to get the cookie. So yeah, okay. Hello Kitty is hard by opening the kitty chest, but getting her was wasting your kitty coins for Hello Kitty event. True, but at the end of the day, Hello Kitty coins weren't crystals, so I don't think people were as mad. Yeah, actually, yeah, people were still mad as well. You can't win. Mimi was kind of super easy to get. Yeah, it's because they basically gave you them. Play block, and apple. Red apple has energy, but red apple same like Alcorn, but apple gives slices. Yeah. Skills, Cookiedroid. She has 5 apps that overlap. Cookie Wars, Ovenbreak. Yep. Um, yeah, I think like her skill, like I think what people didn't really comment on, her skill was kind of nice. It was a really nice looking skill, and I think it was pretty well thought out on the devs' part. They incorporated all their different games, including the failed ones, Cookie Wars, and then yeah, I really liked the cookie. The pet just threw out some bits and bobs, really, didn't it? Gave health. It was all right. I mean, it didn't get in the way, so you know it just threw out the bits and bobs, and you got health, pretty much. Yeah, it was great. But yeah, I think Cookiedroid compared to Mimi and Kitty-chan, she was a lot easier to use. Um, you basically everything was magnetic to her. Everything was magnetic. But I think in terms of abilities, she has one of the easiest abilities. You just literally run in a line. You don't even really have to jump all that much. Jump a little bit, collect jellies, but because you don't have to worry about rainbow jellies or pouches, you just literally run, and she earns a decent amount of points. But I don't think she was too game breaking for being a special cookie. That you know, apart from in Breakout, I don't think she broke the game too much, being an exclusive and difficult to get. So overall, I've complained a lot. We've read some very good points. I've given my opinions. You can give your opinions in the comments section and tell me I'm wrong, like every other time. And yeah, nothing will change because at the end of the day, we were in charge of the event. Hopefully, though, the next time Dev Sisters has a chance to do a collaboration, Hatsune Miku collabs with everybody. Just saying. So, Hatsune Miku Cookie when? Just throwing that out there. You could create an absolute banger of an event. As long as it's not a rhythm. Oh, it might be rhythm. Yeah, scratch that. Don't do that. I don't want a rhythm because I'm not good at rhythm. Hmm. Something, no. Hatsune Miku, get on it. Yeah, yeah. Top 10 out of 10. Hatsune Miku Cookie. We'll make it happen, devs. Love you. Let's make it happen. But yeah, I think slowly, like, I think they what basically all these collaboration events have happened. Like they each one is given a different kind of avenue. Like one has an event which was everything was encompassed in the event. This one had no event and it was just incorporated into the game in general. And I think they're like basically throughout both they've tested both the waters. And I think if there's an event that comes again with the collaboration, they should incorporate both methods, taking the good things and the bad things that they've learned from both of these, and making it into an absolute banger of a collaboration event. Um, Obviously, I know everything, so you can just ask me. No, I don't. I don't know anything. I've got some good ideas. If anybody listened to this all the way through, I think I just did a lot of complaining though. Did I say anything that was good? I think most of the people said the other stuff that was good. But yeah, thank you to everybody for the comments that was left in my Discord and the comments that I took from the official Discord. They were excellent and they created some good talking points, and it's good to see that some people had some unique points to say and expressed them in a decent way, which was not "it sucks, she sucks, I hate devs." People actually used the things called words, and it was really good. And I have talked far too much for this, and now I have to listen to an hour and stuff back to hopefully cut something down. Or shall I just upload it? Like, who knows? Who knows what we're going to do? Anyway, that's going to be it. If you want to hear me complain about something else, like Cookie Land or something like that, you can leave a comment, and I'll probably might maybe, who knows, get around to complaining about something else. If anybody watched from Dev Sisters, yeah, keep it up. I think you're doing a bang up job. Try and be more careful with your collabs and that don't hinder you so much that you have no leeway and no say in how to put the stuff in the game. But yeah, keep it up, guys. Chin up. Keep it up. Alright. Love you. Thank you very much, everybody. Don't forget to sub. Bye.